You have to get rich now. This is what I don't understand. I lack motivation, but you don't have time. You have to get rich now, like today. I realized I had to get rich when I was 16 years old. I've told this story before, but I was walking to college with 3 of my friends and a guy burnt past in a red Ferrari. And I said to my friends while we were walking, how does this man have 300,000 pounds for a car when none of our families even have cars? Back then, the world was different. It wasn't like it is now. When I was 16, you didn't see money. I didn't see money. I didn't have the internet. I didn't see private jets. I didn't know Monaco. I didn't know Saint-Tropez was a place. I didn't know about girls on yachts. I didn't know about anything. I'm growing up in England completely flat broke. And the first time I had access visually to money, I knew I couldn't live as a second-class citizen any longer. If you're a man and you're not trying to become rich and powerful, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your time. If you're a man and you're not motivated to do anything it takes to get into the winner's circle, because it's about 50 people on the planet, the main characters, if you're not dedicated, if you don't have the motivation, if you're not prepared to do whatever it takes to get to the top, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. But I promise you, although the climb is difficult, it's arduous, yeah, sure. It's gonna hurt on the way up, but it's worth it. When you could instead just get rich, or get rich and do the same thing and do better than you would do without the money. So money is not everything, but it is an easy way to make your mark in history. And also it's a basic competency test. If you're alive for long enough and you still don't have any money, there must be something wrong with you. You're either stupid or lazy, or you're not dedicated, or you're not thinking outside the box. You're too lazy to attempt to try something new, so you are lazy. You can be lazy while working hard. Yeah. A lot of people who work very hard who are still lazy. Back then, when we were trying to get rich, we tried a new thing every 5 seconds. Remember, every day we tried something. Yeah, a lot of them failed. All of them failed. We try this, we try that, we try this, we tried those energy drinks in Tesco. Yeah. That's that old story. SMS text line competitions. SMS text line competitions in magazines. We tried to set up that weight loss thing website. Remember when I found that website? You make a weight loss website. Yeah. We tried everything. Every day we had a new business idea. None of it ever worked. But most people are not prepared to keep trying new things. When we say to people, guys, here's something you can try, often they go, yeah, but I've already got something. Well, then do fucking both, idiot. Yeah, exactly. Sleep less. Sleep less and get rich. Sleep 2 hours less a day. You either want it or you don't. Truthfully, if you want it, it's impossible to fail. Yeah. It's actually amazing how impossible it is to fail. Everybody has to play the game of trying to get some money. Everyone. Everyone on planet Earth, no matter who you are, no matter how much of an anti-capitalist hippie you are, you have to play the same game as everyone else. Try to get some money to do the things that you want to do. So you may as well get good at it. It's true. If something about life is certain, get good at it. Like war, like violence, and like making money. Imagine the mayhem of people recognizing us, you fighting crackheads. It'd be a fucking nightmare. So now we have to avoid poor people at all costs, even though we were once poor, because being poor is no longer safe. No wonder they avoided us. I was like, why have I got any rich friends? Now I know. They were avoiding me. Can't blame them, you know? Can't fucking blame them. It's always a risk with the brokies, you don't know. Yeah, right. You're right. Only a few of them are ever going to make it out. Most of them are going to stay exactly where they fucking are. Angry, sad, and bitter with Twitter accounts. Stay away from them. Angry, sad, and bitter on Twitter. Hate's not the brand. You can't build on hate. You can hate someone with all your heart. You can't build on it. You can't get rich from it. All that time posting hate about someone else, you can't build on hate. But build on love, by empowerment. You can't build on hate. It's not monetize. You can't monetize it. No one gives a shit that you're a hater. Yeah. That's why they're only going to lose and we're just going to keep winning. I make all of this clear to people and I say that money is a competency test. You simply need to want it. If you want it, you're going to get it. But you're not going to get anything in this life you do not want. The cocaine addicted hooker addict wants money for cocaine and hookers. That's why he's richer than you. The crack addict needs money for crack. That's how he manages to get some new money every day with no job. You don't want it enough. If you want to get rich, I absolutely guarantee you will get rich. You have the entire world at your fingertips and you're still not motivated and you still don't care enough and you're still not prepared to try something new. When we were poor, how often was I talking about trying to get rich? I don't think we spoke about anything else ever. Every day, all day, what did we talk about when we were poor? How to get rich, why we need to be rich, what we do if we were rich. And we imagine these fictional scenarios. We'd say, we'll just go to brand new cities and we'll just stay in the best hotels and we'll just have girls and we'll just have money. And we sit there and go, but if you travel around all the time, how do you have a job? How do you work? I was like, I don't know, we'll work it out. Remember actually saying, like, we're just going to travel and have money.
Yeah, we'll be in New York, smoking cigars in the back of a Maybach. There'll be millions in the account somehow.
But we were still in the paradigm of jobs. So we're like, it would have been like time off work. So maybe we can work a bunch. We can have a month where we can just travel around. Wild. It's all we talked about all of the time. I thought someone was rich for the most basic things. If you had Coke in your house as a kid, I thought your parents were rich.
Yeah, drinks that weren't tap water.
You had drinks that weren't tap water, your parents were rich.
Yeah, were. I remember feeling rich because I had food in the fridge full of food. A few bottles of booze, 2 bottles of Smirnoff, bottle of whiskey, couple bottles of wine in the fridge. I thought, fucking hell, I'm prepared for a weekend. Just me live in New York.
New York where the rich people live.
I quite like New York.
Are we going to end up doing American Psycho if we move to New York, Tristan? We're going to end up buying business cards and going to dinners and giving business cards out and having loads of hot girls in our apartment. Another thing I don't understand about people who don't try and make money. Getting rich is the easiest way to achieve all the things you want to achieve.
Oh, yeah.
You want people to respect you when you talk.
Yep.
Easiest way, get rich. Yep. You want girls to love you. Easiest way, get rich. You want to leave a legacy and be remembered. Easiest way, get rich. It's amazing that people say getting rich is hard when it's in fact the easiest possible way to achieve all the things you want to achieve. How else can you go down in history and be remembered in a positive light without getting rich? You'd have to dedicate your life to charity and live in a fucking shithole.
But you could do a lot more charity
if you had money. Exactly. So I'm not even saying that in those scenarios money wouldn't help you, but I'm saying that for you to even go down in history without money, you would have to completely sacrifice all good about your life. This goes back into what we were saying earlier, right? This is why I'm so happy for there to be losers. Because for there to be a winner, there has to be a loser. The reason it's so easy to win in the world today is because the majority of people are perfectly prepared to lose.
Yeah,
you just described, you have to wake up and you have to give a shit. You have to wake up and go, you know what? I'm responsible for my health, and I'm responsible for my finances, and I'm responsible for my family, and I'm responsible for the decisions I make, and I'm responsible for my work ethic, and I'm responsible for my motivation, and I'm gonna win. That's all you have to do to be monumentally wealthy. Yeah. And the reason it is so easy is because most people can't do that. If everyone could do that, then to win would be hard. So I would hate for all the losers to start being winners, because then it's hard for winners to win. Yeah. And I still want to win against the winners. But luckily, God has put us in this version of the simulation where it is so brutally easy to surpass everyone around us. I look at people and just go, you haven't even tried. It's like a race, and the gun goes off, and I start running as fast as I can. And I turn around and no one's even moved. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll jog then. And I'm nearly done and no one's even moved. Then I start walking. Then I just lay down and just have a rest. And I look at the back of the finish line, the start line, and everyone's still standing there. I don't feel like running. I'm not motivated. I'm stressed. Like, they're all just standing around the fucking start line. Yeah. And I'm right there at the finish line. And they're telling me like, oh, you're a bad person because you have money. I just gave a fuck about my own life. Like, I just cared. How there are people waking up each morning and not giving a shit about their own life. Who do you expect to wake up and give a shit if you don't? Or even you or me? Do you think any of us wake up and go, John, I really need to get John a Ferrari. I really need to get John a Ferrari and a hot bitch and a nice big house. Today I'm going to focus on John. No, we'll help you if you're here to help, if you're here to be helped.
Now you care. No, you care about John.
No, the point is, if John cares about himself,
then you'll be able to help.
Then I'll help him.
Yeah.
But if John doesn't care about himself, I don't care about John. People don't give a shit. And then they expect someone else to give a shit more than they do. And this is the point I was making about John. If you don't care about your own life, no one's going to ever care about your own life more than you do. You're just going to perpetually lose and perma-fail. Yeah. That's all you're going to do. You're going to perma-fail. Yeah. And it's not my job to drag you up from the gutter. Like you said, free newsletter, fantastic. That still exists. You know, this is another thing that's so incredible about the internet, and we'll tie it into your business as well, about the internet and about computers and these things. The dream, the primary objective of financial freedom isn't Lambos and yachts and these things. It's to not have constant anxiety, stress, and worry and complaints about health or having children or your mother needs you or your car breaking down. It's just knowing that all of life's little problems can be fixed because you have money, because you can pay someone else to fix them. To achieve this dream, men in the 1800s would get into wagons and cross the uninhabited terrain or the unexplored terrain of the United States, risk murder or kidnapped by the Native Americans, risk malaria or typhoid, and they'd spend 6 weeks traveling from the east of America to go all the way out west. And if they made it alive, they'd buy a shovel and stand in the desert heat all day long, digging in the sand for little pieces of gold.
Yeah.
The gold rush, people lost their lives for a chance at financial freedom. And nowadays you say to someone, you haven't got to do that. You haven't got to go die in a trench. You don't have to take a 6-week journey across unexplored terrain and risk your life. You haven't got to do that. You know what you have to do? You have to type on a keyboard. You can be rich if you type on a keyboard. They're gonna go, yeah, later. How the fuck do you help these people?